Alright everyone, welcome to another video in our MS Guide series. This one is going to talk about a suit I hate with a burning passion, mostly because it makes my journal types cry. It's going to be the Pezun Dwadge. Now, I don't hate this suit in the sense of it's bad. I say it because I get stun locked by it. So, yeah. This is a good suit. It's a Dom type, so keep that in mind. But yeah, it's an interesting suit. It ranges up to 500 cost, 400 to 500 cost. The level 1 being at 400, of course. It's got some pretty balanced stats for what it does, and it's not a bad suit. Played well. Actually, it's not hard to play, and there's not much outside of beam management. There's not really a ceiling that's super high for this suit. It's just learning your cooldowns and weapon management. So there's nothing too spectacular about learning this suit. So let's dive into it already. Alright, so its main weapon is the Beam Bazooka Modified. This thing is an instant stun beam weapon that has no charge up. Just remember that. It does a lot of damage, 2,200 base, 350 range, 85 heat, so like it doesn't overheat on one shot, but the thing is you gotta be very careful on your next shot because it does take a lot of power. It has the Heat Saber Enhanced, which is a beam saber that does 2,100 base damage. It has a chest beam gun which does an okay amount of damage at 1,050, 300 range, and it overheats with one shot. It is an instant stagger as long as it hits the opponent, so it's a very good secondary stun weapon. The suit's basically a range damage, which is, why these two weapons do high amounts of damage, with a 13 base melee boost. So, you really don't need melee parts for this suit because you already have a 2,100 damage weapon. But, basically, it's set up in a way with its kit to stun at range with the beam bazooka, close a distance as they're trying to run away with the chest beam gun, hit him with the combo of your beam saber, boost back with the cancel, hit him again with the legs, boost back, ready your beam bazooka again, because by this point it's fully charged again. By this point, your chest beam gun, when you're ready to fire and engage again, should be ready to go, or close to ready as you're closing in, and rinse repeat. That's the basic methodology. The suit does not much how to play it. That's the only way to play it when we get to the practice range, so we'll go over that then. But we'll go into how I build this suit. First off, levels 1 and 4, enhanced firing programs. Level 3, thruster control system. Level 2, anti-melee armor, seeing how it's your lowest defense stat, we're just going to buff it up to the rest of your stats. Level 1, high-spec cruise control. Beams start being prevalent, even though this thing has high beam defense, make it even better with anti-beam armor level 1, and enhanced melee program, level 1, to help out your beam saber a little bit more. Your skills with the suit isn't a long list, but it is an important list. So the suit has space topography. So that means in space that thruster bar is really like 80. So keep that in mind. But your skills: emergency evasion systems level 1. You have dodge roll. Melee combo control level 1. 2 swing melee, aka 2 swing melee. High spec ambac is a space topography suit. It's latent in those suits. High performance scope allows you to zoom up to 5 times while in sniper mode. High performance balancer level 1. Force injector level 1. Enhanced tackle level 1, so it increases your tackle damage by 50% and adds 5% to the distance traveled during tackle. So it's a pretty tanky boy. It's got 15,000 HP base. It's got okay defenses for range defense, and buffing it up to 15 melee defense keeps us alive a little bit more against suits like raids and ifrits and stuff like that. This is a beam weapon suit, so it's a high precision suit in the sense of you have to make your shots count, but you have a generous hitbox on your beam bazooka and your chest beam gun as long as you're in medium to close range. It's really hard to dodge. So the suit basically hands you 2 free stuns, really, and a good melee weapon with high speed, extremely high speed I should say. 150 speed is, oh my god, that's 20 speed faster than most generals out there. So It's actually like 20 speed faster than a lot of things at this build, with this build. This is the only build I have for this suit. It's basically, I'm going to run you down, I'm going to end your career, then I'm going to end this person's career because I'm just going to outspeed him. Oh, that raid over there moving at 135 speed, well, guess what, I'm 150 speed. I'm going to actually just walk at you and you can't outrun me. That's kind of how this suit is going to operate, and that's how this suit plays. You're just basically abusing your fast base movement speed to dodge and use your boost to really only dodge attacks and to rapidly close distance, because your boost speed is, it's okay. You know, it's you know, it's just how it is. It's okay. So let's go to the practice range. This combo is very basic, so you know this video is not going to be very long. But this is the Pezun Dwadge. I'll see you guys over in the practice range. Alright, so welcome to the practice range, everybody. We're gonna talk about how this fast little suit works. As you can see, our base movement speed is pretty quick because we have 150 speed. We're covering distance really quickly, and our boost speed really isn't that different from our base movement speed, so really, you shouldn't be using your boost bar. You should be using it as your oh shit weapon for the most part. You gotta remember though, this is a Dom type, so you do slide when you do melee attacks, or after any movement in general actually. So you have to remember. But essentially, remember how I was talking about basically using the beam bazooka as the longest range engage and using your chest beam to close the gap and cause another stagger? This is what I mean by that. So, beam bazooka, switch to your chest beam gun, which can be fired while you're boosting. Once you get used to the slide, you should be able to capitalize on your extreme movement to melee combo them. The beam bazooka is ready to go. I didn't cancel, so you know, it's ready to go beforehand. My chest beam gun's ready to go. And we're ready to do that all again. Beam bazooka, boost in, chest beam gun, melee combo. Oh look, he's on the ground again. Oh look, he's 1 HP. My chest beam gun's almost ready to go. My beam bazooka's ready to go again. Rinse and repeat. The thing is about this suit is that there is stuff that like dumpsters on it really easily because of slow melee defense. So other general types and raid, depends on the raid. If the raid is good at dodging your shots, he could be a problem. Along the lines of supports. Supports like sniper units that like aiming for giant dom legs, you know? That's something you gotta be careful of. And the suit's literally, with this range options, it's more of a preference than a necessity in the order you do things, because its chest beam gun does have a good amount of range to it. This beam bazooka does have the longest range, but you know, there's really not much to talk about the suit other than, hey, look, I have giant one-shot stun beam bazooka with chest beam that could use that's an instant stun while boosting. So, yeah, there's not really much I could talk to you about how to use the suit. As I said, there's a low skill floor, low skill ceiling for this suit. It's just hit beam right weapon, don't overheat beam bazooka, and then you're good. The biggest thing to learn is the Dom sliding while meleeing and getting that down, but once you get that down, everything's peachy. You know, boost management is somewhat of a big importance in Dom suits, so you know, try not to overheat so much. He will overheat, but you know, you can't stop that. But yeah, suits you have to watch out for: standard or free. If it gets close to you, its shotgun and melee is going to really hurt. Those are your two lowest defenses, and they will shred you. A free DS will one-shot you at 400 cost. Be very wary of that. G-line, a standard armor hurts due to the fact it also is a stun. You don't have maneuver armor, and it has a good melee. It's also a very tanky general. At 450 cost, Unit 4. Really need to look out for Unit 4. Axaku, Commander, and Standard really hurts you due to the fact that they are also instant sensies with really strong melee. Supports of all types kind of hurt, but you can close the gap really quickly on them. Really, as long as you can outmaneuver your opponents, this suit has such a big advantage in that way. So, you know, as long as you're managing your thruster gauge properly and you're moving very smart with your fights, you know, your positioning's on point, you'll be fine. Matchups really stop mattering as long as you can utilize the map to your advantage with your 150 speed with this build, utilizing your chest gun, your downswings, mixing it up a little bit, and so on and so forth. So yeah, sorry for the short video, but this is the Pezun Dwadge. It's a good suit. I recommend it for anybody looking for, you know, a good all-rounded general type at 400 to 500 cost. It doesn't fall off at any of his tiers. So yeah, thumbs up from me. And yeah, if there's anything I missed or any suits you want to see in the future, let me know down in the comment section below. If you liked this video and thought it was good information and a good guide, hit that like button and also hit subscribe, because there's going to be more of these kinds of videos coming into your subscription box if you do. And as always, it's been Granny Warrior, aka Deranged Pyro, signing off.